Previous video, we cut this out on the plasma table. We are now going to run it through the Pittsburgh Seam as how it was designed. If you have any questions, ask your designer. But usually 90% of the time, all fitting seams are Pittsburghed. To determine which side is Pittsburgh and which side is not would be the connector side, which is the seam side. This is the seam sides, and these are the connector sides. The little notch is a good indicator. That will be the Pittsburgh side. So we'll turn on, this is the Pittsburgh. It's a lock former Pittsburgh. We'll turn it on. The key with this Pittsburgh is to curve it up. Because what happens is it can get underneath it and then it gets caught. So you kind of curve it up and don't feed it in like this, at an angle, as straight as possible and slow, and just wait for it to grab the metal. And there it's grabbed it. I like to put a little bit of pressure on the end. Okay. Now to inspect it, the lip here on the Pittsburgh, you want to follow with your eye down and to see if the lip is shrinking or growing or staying the same. This one is staying the same, maybe shrinking just a little bit, but it's perfect for what we're looking for now. And so that is considered a good quality seam. We can run it again on the other side. Again, inspect the seam, make sure it's not shrinking or growing but staying consistent. This is a good Pittsburgh seam. To maintain the Pittsburgh, the one or two things, adjustments you have, is you have these two bolts. Now this, as you can see in here, the gears will tighten and loosen. To adjust it, if the Pittsburgh seam is starting off normal and shrinking, usually you have to tighten the second bolt and loosen the first bolt, maybe a quarter turn each, and that will adjust how it grabs the metal. If the second bolt is loose, the metal will start wanting to pull out away from you. So to tighten this bolt in, it'll suck the metal back in and keep it nice and straight. Okay? And that is how you do a Pittsburgh seam on the Pittsburgh. To maintain the Pittsburgh, come on this side. Two things you do. The first thing you do is you open up the cover. You spray down the galvanizing spray, the degalvanizing spray off into all these, especially the gears, to keep the buildup of the galvanized metal coating off these, okay? The second thing you do is here, there's the grease cert locations. You want to pump grease 2 to 3 pumps a week is all it needs, or depending on the use. Usually this gets used pretty heavily, so I would say 1 to 2 pumps, 2 to 3 days if it's used heavily. If not, 1 to 2 a week is sufficient.